back to another episode of the Black Lady Media Club. I'm Nene.
I'm Dee.
I'm Mina.
And I'm Yan.
And today we are doing our, is it August? August book of the month, Waiting to Exhale by Terry McMillan. What'd you say?
That's crazy as August.
I know
It is
how we
crazy.
already in August. Almost at the end of August. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. They said the days are getting shorter, huh? That's
yeah.
Real? That's real.
I believe so.
It feel real. Okay.
It is.
Before we get into the discussion, I am going to read the Goodreads summary of Waiting to Exhale. It's a short one.
Okay.
Here it is. Waiting to exhale. Everybody breathe in. Everybody let it out. The story of friendship between four African American women who lean on each other while waiting to exhale. Waiting to exhale. And then there's a colon. Waiting for that man who will take their breath away. That's it. That's the whole thing. They're not lying.
It's not that I thought they were lying. It was the fact that I didn't think it was so direct to like a man. I just thought it was like waiting to exhale, like waiting for like them to like just feel good. Like, just waiting for things to like get right.
Yeah.
Not necessarily waiting for a man that's going to take their breath away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Waiting for a lifted burden.
Yeah. I didn't think it was so direct. But I should have known. I read the book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would like to preface this by saying that we listened to the abridged audio book narrated by Terry McMillan, so we didn't get to read the longer version of the book. We only read, I think it's almost like 3 hours. Almost like 3 hours, but I mean, she pretty much gave us the gist of the book. So
I guess it was like the important parts.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the movie too.
Yeah,
I don't know if everybody else did.
I feel like it was mostly, the movie was pretty like scene for scene, pretty much, except for like some extra parts. But I feel like it was pretty scene for scene, like 100%, because of the things that were left out in the abridged version. So, yeah, if you watch the movie, you pretty much know the book. There are some like dialogue details.
I thought about that diabolical because I was like, yeah.
A lot of those. Very much a product of its time.
Right. Definitely.
So, in general, how did everybody feel about the book?
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was easy to listen to because there was so much going on. So much internal dialogue, so many moving pieces and parts that was just dramatic.
Yeah.
So it was easy to keep up with, to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it was good older Black woman time. And when I say older, I mean like just not as in they were old and the characters were old, just like the book is older. So again, product of its time. But you know, it's a good time nonetheless.
I think it was good. It was a lot, like he said, it was a lot going on. It was easy, I guess, because we read the abridged version. It was quick and easy to keep up with, like, so kept my attention throughout the whole thing. I liked it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I will say this. I feel like the way that Mrs. McMillan read the book, I was like
it dropped you in so fast and it never slowed down.
She went very fast, but it was just the way that she read it. Like, I can definitely see like voice actors reading it differently, just because she, like, some parts, like, she just said things matter of factly instead of like emotionally. And so like when she's like talking about like I don't know, like Robin is cussing somebody out, and she's just like, yeah, it's a F you. So anyways, it's like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
I thought whenever I started listening to the book, I was like, the process that my brain went, because I didn't know that she was a narrator until like I checked to see who narrated it. So when she started talking, I was like, okay, because sometimes narration, like the first couple chapters, like the first like chapter, it sounds a little clunky, but they get their footing later in the book with like the dialogue and inflections and stuff. And I was like, okay, maybe I checked to see who narrated it, because I was like, maybe they chose like I don't know, like someone just to like go ahead and do it, because it's like an older book.
Not they chose just anybody.
She literally read it like she had something else to do that day.
No,
and so when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's Terry.
She said, Bernadine said,
like, oh.
Really? After 11 years of marriage, that's crazy. Give me these cigarettes. Next, Gloria.
She's like, yeah, you for a white woman, and that's it.
So, oh wow.
Okay, all right, Terry.
Terry said, look, y'all wanted to hear this book. I'm gonna get this check. She said, I still gotta get that watch.
Right.
But I still need to get this watch.
She read
it said, well, my check is on the 15th.
She read it so fast, I considered slowing it down.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It was just for me. It was just the lack of emotion for me. That was the part that was making it hard for me, because the speed was fine, but I just felt like certain parts should have had more emotion to them, and she was just like very matter of factly, like very straightforward voice, no inflection, no emotion. It was just bam.
Yeah, I agree.
But overall, the book itself, like I said, it was like Yan said, is very the bridge version is very like, even I feel like they cut some parts out of the movie. That's how like cut it was, I think. I mean, I didn't read the full version, so I don't know, but
yeah.
But basically, if you watched the movie, you read this abridged version of the book. So, I mean, I already knew kind of what was going on and what was happening for the most part. Now, I will say, well, we'll get into it. But yeah, I did overall like the book. So we can go ahead and get into the characters. And there are 4 main characters. So we're going to start with Savannah. Just to parallel, Savannah was played by Whitney Houston in the movie. So, let's get into Savannah. How we feel about Savannah, y'all?
I think that was the one that it was harder for me to tell who they were whenever I was listening to it. It was harder for me to keep up with. So that was the one with Kenneth. That was the one like in the beginning with that was it a New Year's party with the jazz party, whatever it was. And she was like in the beginning just somebody who was just tired of being alone, really wanted a man, really wanted to experience love.
Yeah, I feel like Savannah was the character that was the hardest to like, I guess, get a grasp on like their personality as a whole. Because it wasn't like hard. It's like I could distinguish her from the other characters, but I feel like we learned a little bit more about the other characters than Savannah. I feel like what we know the most about Savannah is just that she wanted a man, and for a period of time, she is like thinking about settling for that old thing. And she was like, yeah, no, like her plot is, should I? And then she kind of does it for a little bit. She's like, nah.
Right.
Like kind of it.
I mean, we learned about Savannah. We learned that she moved out to Colorado. She lived in Colorado. She's the only one who lives there. And she's friends with Bernie, I think. And then she moves out to Scottsdale, Arizona with the rest of them. And that's how she becomes a part of the clique. And she works in PR. And she got a new job. And she works in underwriting at a station now. And then she gets a promotion at the end for a new job.
I didn't even hear that.
That's crazy.
I think because whenever I picked it back up, because I started it a couple of days ago, and then I picked it back up, and when I first started it, I realized I wasn't like hearing the different names in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt like it was just going so fast and everything sounded the same.
Yeah.
So whenever she did the small little pause to say, okay, this is this person. And then on top of that, whenever she opens the book up, she doesn't say Savannah. Because when I started over, I was trying to figure out, okay, who was that in the beginning? So I can make sure I keep I make sure I know what details go to which person. It took dialogue for me to understand it was Savannah in the beginning.
Okay.
So whenever I picked it back up, I was just hearing the drama, and then I was like, I don't know who this stuff belonged to. So
who this fuck?
I think that was the reason why it was more difficult for me to like organize details.
Yeah.
And I thought I had enough time to listen to it again. I got halfway through the second time.
I will say though,
quick.
like Savannah's, the way that she wrote Savannah's character, it does come off as, it's like easier to miss what's going on, because like y'all said, for the most part it's Kenneth this, Kenneth that, and it's not long. Her parts aren't really long, and it's kind of like, like just touch on, but everybody else seem like they're like actively going through something, where her seems a little more passive.
Like Savannah's also like reacting to like other people's stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I didn't know that was Savannah. I thought Bernadine just started the book out, because that was the first memorable part for me. Maybe because I was a little sidetracked in the beginning, but she wasn't necessarily not my favorite. I didn't dislike any of them, but she was the least impactful one throughout the whole thing for me. But I had no problem with Savannah, but I feel like her problems were a little bit more trivial than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she was like, she definitely had like problems, but I feel like compared to the rest of them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
maybe
really
that's why.
Dang.
Maybe for her, that's why I didn't really remember her as much.
Yeah. Now it is a big deal to be effing on a married man. Like this is a big storyline, but again, like me said, compared to everyone else, it does seem really trivial because it's kind of just like, should I not? Whereas everybody else get cheated on, get like lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brother,
yeah.
sister, brother, sister. And but to Savannah's defense, I think everybody was messing with a married man at one point in the book, so she wasn't by herself with that.
No, that's true. Wait, no.
Maybe not Gloria.
Gloria was a messing with a married man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe not Gloria. Huh? Jahan James was married. His wife was disabled.
Yeah, she was on her deathbed. Yeah. So it was like
again, I'm shuffling these details together.
James was married. Robin Russell was married.
They got married.
And Kenneth was married. So and they all was like, all of them was like, him being married ain't bothering me.
Yeah.
They just trying to get theirs. But whenever Kenneth was like, no, it wasn't Kenneth. No, it was Kenneth. When he was like, yeah, I'm thinking about
yes,
I'm thinking about divorce.
Like,
Excuse me.
Stop playing with me. I'm thinking get out my face, sir.
Have you lost your mind?
Will you watch like media prior to the 2000s? Like especially like I don't know what the white folks got going on, but black media prior to
the same thing.
Okay. It's like cheating was a big deal, but also it's like people charged up to the game so much easier, so much like more regularly than they do now. Like rewatch A Different World is like
they were like the definition before the 2000s was a definition of don't let your husband stop you from finding like don't let your boyfriend stop you from finding your husband. Yeah. Don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife. Hell,
Yeah, I think it's
don't let your
because
wife stop you from finding your wife. Like,
right. I think it's because they put so much weight on being in a romantic relationship.
yeah.
Mm,
So you just gotta, you get what you can.
mm,
And that was the thing. That was the status quo. Get your man, girl. It don't matter that
yeah.
he married.
That's
You better
crazy.
So
get
what? So
yours.
what?
That's
Cut
yeah.
that
I
out.
don't really have much else to say about Savannah. She was cool.
Hmm.
She probably had her life together the most. She just wanted her man. That's really what it boiled down to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And her mama,
that's the beginning and the end of it.
just want her to have a man as well. So
Yeah.
I work hard and I'm a good person. Ma, if I allowed myself to think like you, I guess I'd be a dead woman. Ma, you should be proud. I'd rather live alone than crawl up behind some two-timing loser like Kenneth. He's a good man, Savannah. A good man. He's just in a bad situation right now, and he's trying to get out of it. Mama, I tell you what, why don't you f***ing marry him then?
It's a
hate to
good
see it.
man.
You hate to see it. Okay, let's move on to Bernadine.
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 I'm
Um,
sorry, y'all.
let's see how I felt about Bernie. I think Terry's voice made me laugh the most when she was reading for Bernie's character, because that character I feel like had the most like emotional thing going on,
Uh-huh.
and for her to just be like I said earlier, I gave you 11 years. And then she's like, next. And then she like go to the thing. She's like, I bet the man think I look crazy. Can I get some cigarettes? Thank you. I got my robe on. I got my rollers just out my head. Didn't comb it. Whatever. I'm like, girl, do you care? She's like,
Yeah,
he
I
tried
think
to hide all his properties from me. But
I
that's all right.
did.
I got a good lawyer. Like, it's like, girl, okay.
whenever she slapped the lady and said, "Don't worry, I don't have a gun."
Like, what?
When she was in the car with them kids, and she was like, when she said, "Lit my cigarette, lit the window down," it was like she was going through life so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them poor
Like it
kids.
helped us understand that she was overwhelmed, but it was kind of like it felt like she was numb to it more so than like processing her emotions.
Mm-hmm.
She was crazy for selling everything for $1 though. That was crazy.
I loved her for that.
I did too. She did right.
I didn't love her for selling that car for $1. Sell the car for a little bit more, 500. They would have paid it.
Well, the
They would
thing
have paid for it.
is, if it's in his
Everything else would be
name,
a
if it's
dollar.
in his name, and she sold it for $1, like she sold it for much more money, he probably could have,
Gotten some from it, and I thought
yeah.
about that.
And
So I was with her when I thought about it, but I
uh,
was just like,
dang.
dang.
She said, "Have it."
But I get it. Get all of his stuff. And whenever she said, "Oh, he want a new life, let him start from scratch," I said, "I know that's
Period.
right." That was my favorite part.
Yep, sure did. And then gave the kids the money. Said, "Go put it in your piggy bank."
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Get
a little
some.
$160.
They was like, "We rich. We gonna sell some more daddy stuff." Yep.
It's all
Right.
gone, baby. Everything's gone. The
That's
clean
it.
house.
And then pack your ish. Pack your ish. Remember that from the movie?
Get your shit! Get your shit! And get out!
When she set his stuff on fire. She set it
Yes, I
on
do
fire
remember
in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my
Yeah,
favorite part of
yeah,
the movie.
yeah. She lit that
Cigarette.
Uh-huh.
cigarette and turned around with her arm up, with her robe was like,
Mm-hmm.
My
yeah,
thing
that was
is,
cinematic.
well, how dare you First of all, how
Let's get to
dare
it.
you?
Let's get to
Because
it.
First of all,
what do you mean? She said he's an event junkie, and he's always looking for the next thing to happen, like next event for him to have something to look forward to. So he's getting with this young white girl who works for him as a clerk or something.
Assistant,
Yeah,
something.
and bookkeeper, something like that. And she fresh out of school. She's 12 years younger than her. I'm just like, this little girl. You are about to marry this little girl for ish and giggles, like just
Yeah.
because like, you have a whole family, and then got the nerve to tell me something. All right, Bernadette, chill. You knew this was coming.
Like basically get over it. Oh, I'm gonna get over it. All right.
You think I knew you was gonna leave me for a pubescent white girl?
Like actually, like you think I knew that you were actually going to leave me? It's one thing to cheat on me, but to actually leave
No,
me.
And like you knew this was coming. Come on, I gave you 11 years.
I'm gonna take 11 years.
What do we do?
Yeah, he
sir.
was insane about that.
That
He
was
didn't
so-
want. He didn't want to deal with the fact that he inconvenienced her. Like now, her reaction to his infidelity and his mistreatment is inconvenient for him.
Yeah.
He's like, just get over it. Like it's over. Just get over
That's
it.
so audacious.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
He better be lucky she wasn't all in camo in the bushes.
He better be lucky she wasn't me.
Yeah. Because he wouldn't have walked in that office empty-handed.
He wouldn't have walked in that office.
He wouldn't have walked.
Period. He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
Period.
Yeah, he was insane for that. And then she left her to be the person that had to tell the children what was going on.
And then
you're
emptied
basically
all their
gone.
accounts.
Yeah. First of all, sold his part of the business. So he's not even worth what she thought he was worth for the past some odd years. You went from $400,000 being something like that, being your net worth, to $80-some thousand being your net worth. And you got me thinking that, okay, we got something to split in this. We don't have nothing to split in this. You gave me $7,000. Probably.
11. I think it was 11.
I thought it was 7.
Child,
It don't matter because
not enough.
She went down to the bank and it was like, oh, they're empty. They're empty.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I would have cracked.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have cracked. Y'all would have saw
Yeah.
more than me walking down to the convenience store in my robe and curls that wouldn't calm down.
That ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
I do that now.
And if you ask me, he got off easy.
I think
Now I
he
do
got
that
off
now.
easy too. Because let me tell you something, Scottsdale wouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's still.
Not level this.
I would have cleaned it off the map. Okay. Oh,
You got on the
wanna
news,
play
everybody
with
get
me?
out.
Oh,
Yeah, I got 5 hours to
trying
get out
me.
there.
I have to show them something.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. She better
Yeah.
than me.
And she should have slapped him whenever she walked inside the office. Why you stopped at the white girl?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand. Why you stopped at her?
She.
It's like her too.
My opinion of Bernadine is just she doing the best of what she got. Okay.
Yeah.
She's doing the best of what she got, and she's gracious to not have gone further.
Yeah.
Gracious to what?
To not go further.
She's being gracious towards her ex-husband to not have gone further. Yes, to John to not have gone further. That man keep playing heinous people.
Wait, which man was it? That light skinned man?
Yeah, who F Faith?
Oh. And that house was nice too.
F Faith, F the family.
At
I
this
gotta look
point,
him
that's
up,
him.
y'all.
That's what I said. It is him. He can't convince me.
He don't do no acting.
He walk in and play
He
his
just show
part.
up.
He actually gave Terry McMillan the idea of how to write his character.
Finances cap.
Cause ain't no way everything he just terrible.
Yeah.
He always a terrible man, makes terrible decisions. Weak, be sitting there looking like he about to cry after he get the consequences of his actions. It's crazy.
It ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that man.
Why
It
he
ain't
keep
right.
picking these roles? Does anybody have anything else to say about Bernadine?
Not at this stage.
She doing her best. That's all I gotta say.
She did do her best.
Okay, well, let's talk about Robin for a little bit.
Do talk about Robin for a little bit.
How we feel about Robin's character?
I think I just want Robin to love herself. You know?
Valid.
This is what I want for Robin. I want Robin to you want more than your hips and your thighs.
Want more than your what?
You are more than your hips and your thighs. That's from Medea.
Yeah, that is Cicely Tyson's character in Medea's Family Reunion.
She ate.
Young women. But I just Robin obviously has very low self-esteem, and it ties to self-esteem to men and the affection that she gets from men, and that's really sad. I hate to see a beautiful woman put men on a pedestal like that, because why?
For reference, Robin was played by Lela Rochon, that's her name?
Layla
Beautiful
Rashawn.
woman.
Oh, and Bernadine was played by Angela Bassett.
Beautiful ladies. All of them beautiful.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, it just is real sad. And I just like for what reason I cannot personally comprehend, but I do know, I understand in a general sense why women put men on this pedestal. It's like partly survival tactic, partly socialization. But just I want us to be free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was a victim of the propaganda
of men. And you can want you a man, but never, anybody watching this.
Talk to him.
Just never put your worth in a man's hands. And that is the character of Robin.
And she did.
Like, she's doing good. Like, she has a nice job. It seems like she's doing fairly good at that job. She just, is missing the part of her life that wants a man, and it's fine to want a man. It's just that part of her is like so strong that it's like it's making her make crazy decisions when it comes to picking men and keeping men around her.
And you see this so often, and it's so disheartening. Just seeing women like sell yourself out for a man.
Yeah.
And I hate to see it because, girl, you the whole package.
You are.
They should be chasing behind you, not you chasing behind them.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Pick
I just felt like
you dropped this.
Pick up your crown.
Like, come on.
I feel like her storyline was beat her down every time she got up on the in the book. Mm-hmm. It was just chip after chip to her dignity every time she got up on there, and I was just like,
it was pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Robin, and it had the nerve, and it's not to say that she needs to be with Michael. She didn't have to be with him, right? Mm-hmm. But for her to turn around and berate Michael every time she thought of him, and then allow every other man to treat her like crap was insane.
No, but that's the reality.
It is the reality, but it's like you don't understand that they saying that about you in their mind. Not the same words, but they don't care nothing about you, just like you don't care nothing about Michael.
She said fat, can't F.
And it was the fat every time.
Yeah. again, the biggest product of its time that this book has is the fat phobia. This book, the like fat rhetoric. Everyone, you find that in older movies, older like things that either everyone needs to lose a couple pounds. Even Savannah was talking about she needed to lose a couple pounds and said that she was like 100, like 40 pounds. Like I feel like they said the
in it. She was, and it was it was something. Yeah,
that's not big at all. It's like she needs to lose a couple pounds, and it's like, okay, all right, Let's focus on having a man that treats you like a person, Like
didn't they do that to Gloria? I don't know. We're not gonna talk about her, but whenever she was in the hospital, and they joked about her losing weight.
I feel like what really pissed me off about Robin's character was the fact that she would be like right there. She'll be right there, right? And she's like this close to like making the right decision, and then she'll just be like, no. Actually, I'm gonna go backwards on everything. And it's like, girl, you're acting like a freshman in college. Like you're acting like I don't want to even just say freshman. I feel like you're acting like a college student, like late teens or teenager, high schooler and college student. You acting like that's when you're supposed to do things for the plot. And that's when you're supposed to be like acting silly or whatever. But once you hit like 25, it's time to like, all right, girl, like let's clean it up. And Robin's like 36, so it's like, at what point do we like hold ourselves accountable for the decisions? You like, oh, Russell this, Russell that, but then you like, oh, I want him back, and it's like, what do you want for yourself? And it doesn't seem like, based off of what we read, it doesn't seem like she grew up without like a loving household or anything like that. So it's kind of hard to like understand how she got there. I mean, like y'all said, maybe it's probably just insecurity.
Looking for that love.
Huh?
I said maybe she was desperately looking for that love.
Maybe so, but like, I'm sure your daddy wasn't married when he got married to your mama.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like to victim blame either. So it's not really victim blaming though, because at the same time, it's like you chose to do this, but at the same time, they are dead wrong. All the men are dead wrong, except for Michael, and he dead wrong too.
He is dead wrong for keep putting himself in that position. He was like the parallel for her.
He was, and she could see how desperate it was when it was him, but she couldn't see it for herself. I hate to see that.
Because she felt she was better than him. He was fast.
She said she had put her hands on his chest, and she said where there should be muscles, it was boobs.
But I'm just trying to figure out what he looked like with his clothes on.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, you knew he was a big boy.
That he was soft underneath? I don't understand that.
You knew he was a big boy.
I don't get it.
We brought him to the house. So what we doing? She knew he was a big boy whenever she agreed to have a date with him. So I'm just, what did you expect was under that shirt?
The world may never. I guess abs. I don't know. Pecs.
No.
Rock hard pecs. I don't know.
Maybe it's just maybe it was just settling in the regret of her decision.
Yeah, I think it was reality.
And she was like she was trying to put it onto him for being bad.
And she like, oh, dang, nah, I gotta get him some. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Also, the spicy scenes in this book, but also generally just books prior to the 2000s disturbed me. Not because they depict like explicit, like disturbing content, but it very gives like, oh, I gotta do this because this person is here. And I'm just like reading, like, you don't have to do this. Actually stop. If you don't want to do this, then you ain't got to, baby. We don't have to live like this.
Terry McMillan say, I thought it was a finger.
She was crazy for that. She was crazy.
Yeah,
And then she said his short movements. I'm like,
short, quick movements.
I'm like, really?
it was terrible.
I just hate that she kept going back. And I feel like the final straw, even though it is what it is, when you've been with somebody, it is what it is. But once he got married and you still went back and still wasn't getting a divorce and then snapped at you for asking and you let him stay, that really was really like boiled me down. Like, you know what? I don't have nothing to say about Robin
she
because
said,
like
what about that? And he said, get your hands off me.
after he got out the shower, they got to bed and she wrapped her arms around him and he took it off her, took her hand off.
And let him
You gotta
sleep
He was dead.
stop.
peacefully.
Yeah, and
You
it
gotta
was
go back
really
to
crazy whenever right before we got to that scene and they were like, not right before, but they were like, y'all know she took him back. And he was like, took him back. He got kicked out, he back at Robin House. Back at Robin House.
For
And I
free?
said back at Robin House. And then
and she
there he is at her house.
and when she was after he called her on the phone and then her thought was like he could have called anybody but he called me
Yeah. He called a
Sister.
clown. And
because
Yeah,
the
he
clown
knew
picked up.
Hong Kong.
he knew the clown was gonna pick up and the clown was gonna welcome him,
Dun,
and
dun,
that's
dun,
what she
dun,
did.
dun, 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 dun.
Whole thing. Because that really be the thought process. Like he could have
It
called
is.
anybody, but he called me. He really wants me. And I'm gonna be there for him.
He really wants to lay his head down on a bed tonight and he don't have one. He's a hobosexual. He's going from
And
house
he's
to house
never
to
had
house.
one.
He got that girl pregnant and then married her in a sham wedding, and now he's up in your house 2 weeks later
What you like? You
because
don't
she
think
was
nothing
tired
about
of
that?
him.
You don't think about that at all?
Like, you know
He
how
wanted
tired you
her.
gotta be of a man to kick him out while you pregnant and married,
Yeah,
and you let
Tired.
him in your house. You just invited you. It's like sinners, and you let Remick in. Like
Yeah,
what?
Yeah.
immediately,
If
immediately.
I ever am dating a man
right.
and I found out that he is currently married, or currently having a baby with someone is pregnant, and they kicked him out. Not they broke up. I mean, he told me that she kicked him out.
Yeah,
And then told you that he kicked her out that he left because she was getting too lazy. She didn't want to do nothing. She didn't
Right
cook.
after
She
she had
don't
the
clean no
baby.
more. Right
Two
after
weeks.
she
That's
had
what
the
it was.
baby.
2 weeks after she had the baby, she stopped cleaning up and cooking.
And then she got lazy.
And you was
what?
like, yeah, she just didn't know what to do to keep her man.
Yeah.
We've
You
like
got exactly what he needs.
we've been into extremely heinous and dangerous territory.
That's that pick me territory. I couldn't even have Robin
It
as a
is.
friend,
It
to
is.
be honest. Pick me's are scary.
No, honestly, after taking him back for like the third time, and third time being when he is married and has a baby, I
That's too much.
Third time on
I,
record.
I
Right.
can't.
That's
I
too much.
can't. My sister burned too many bridges. There's nothing I could do for her now.
Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, poor Robin,
It's out
but
of my hand.
but yeah, at the same time.
Yeah.
I understand Robin's character. I feel sorry for Robin's character, and I want better for Robin's character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Want better.
Okay. We can go on to Gloria. Yeah. I also thought that Gloria, the way that she read Gloria's character was really funny. I mean, obviously, I just thought that she was funny the way she was reading them, but all of them. But
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny, like when she would be like talking to Tyreek. It was just like her son
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyreek. And Gloria, for reference, was played by Loretta Devine in the movie. And Gloria, this is what I was gonna say earlier that I didn't say. Gloria, I did not I did not get that Gloria was staying in an all white neighborhood in the movie. Maybe that wasn't in the movie. I don't think I noticed that. I know she had her own house and was doing her own thing,
Yeah, I don't think I know.
but I don't think I noticed that she stayed in an all white neighborhood. So that was new for me. I don't remember that. That's all I'll say.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like Gloria. She was cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, Gloria was cool. I like Gloria too. I
I
think
feel
it
like
was funny, like you said, when she was talking to Tariq because certain things came off. I didn't understand her tone in certain things until later down the dialogue when she was talking to
Yeah.
her son in certain conversations. And I was like, is she being hateful? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, she's joking.
Right. How y'all felt
I
about
feel
her?
like with Gloria, I like Gloria understood her character, I sympathized with her character. I do feel like maybe they again maybe it was because of the unabridged version. But I don't even remember this aspect in the movie, so maybe I'm kind of leaning towards that it's just like that period. And they like kind of like just glossed over her trauma of her parents dying so like so suddenly, real quick. Because her parents it was like she got pregnant and then her parents died like the
Back to
month
back.
after each other when she got pregnant in college. And so I was like, oh my god, like what is
Yeah.
this is a lot. But it was like, yeah, her parents died, and then then she moved to the white neighborhood. Like how did she move to the white neighborhood? Did she have money?
They
Like
did say she got money, I think, from the
Mhm.
deaths.
uh,
Yikes. Just the glossing over
uh-huh.
of the parents had kind of confused me because I thought that for a little while I thought that the parents, like the dad who was suffering with the Alzheimer's, I thought that was Gloria's parents for a little while because of that like glossing over. And I didn't
Mhm.
catch it until I had to rewind it a couple times. I was like, oh no, this is Robin's, right?
Mhm.
Parent.
Yeah, it was Robin's dad who
Okay.
was um yeah. I feel like I like Gloria overall, sympathize with her. My only critique of Gloria is that it is a pet peeve of mine, especially with people who have like gone through things like that. That like she got pregnant at a young age, um, and all that, and so but by the time her son is old enough to start, uh, engaging in those things, she has not talked to him about it for real, and she
Mhm.
talks to him about it like after it starts. And that's just a general pet peeve. But like, what, like, why do people like do this? Why is this a cycle of like just not talking to your kids about those things until they start engaging in things that could potentially like be detrimental down the line?
Yeah.
Um, but I think she like handled it in like a generally like okay way, especially for the fact that she caught them doing the dude in her house. That was crazy. That was insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
I would have projectile
I
vomited.
would have died.
Yeah. I don't want to see that. I wouldn't be able
No,
to even look at you the same way.
I wouldn't even
like
look at you at all.
Whenever it said that he kissed on the cheek and she was so grateful for that, I was like, kiss on the cheek.
Not with
After
them
you
lips.
found, and not with them lips. I think that a lot of people, like, especially how it's like shown in media, I think
mhm,
it's like, oh, the trauma of it all, like I'm suppressing it. I don't want to deal with it because it was so traumatic for me
Yeah.
that I just want to pretend like it's not happening, kind of
uh-huh,
infantilizing the child. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even want to bring it to their mind because I don't want them to go through that. But that's neglectful when
yeah,
it comes to, the reality of that part of life. Like they're going
yeah,
to go through it. So I think it kind of makes sense. Not that it's right, but I think it makes sense whenever it comes down to it. And a lot of those parents um, they don't like process it or they don't confront that within themselves
yeah,
and they just kind of block it out and infantilize the kids. It's like, okay, if I don't talk about it, it's not going to be real.
Yeah.
You know, and then get mad at them for even dabbling in it.
Right.
She didn't get mad, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit,
They
don't
just
you
kind
know
of
they
like,
got
well,
AIDS
you
out
know,
here?
yeah, like you know,
Girl.
this is dangerous. You could die, and it's like we should have
Now,
talked about this before.
now, hold on. Speaking of AIDS, why, whenever they were talking about who's the, is it Gloria, the hairdresser?
Yeah.
So whatever that man name was, I can't remember him, and he said he
Philip.
had shingles. Philip, when he said he had shingles, she was like, she thought that might have been AIDS,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the virus. I
Yeah.
said, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay, but
I
did
know it's
he?
some ignorance about it.
No, he had
I thought he said
shingles.
he had shingles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he had shingles, but he never came back. And then at the end, she was like, when she was talking to Bernie after Bernie got the money, she was like, "Oh, you could send some to Philip. He might need some." I'm about to look it
Yeah, he
up.
said he's gonna be out for over a month.
Yeah.
I'm about to look it up.
I think it was just around the AIDS scare and people just
Right.
thinking anything was AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't help that he was gay. You know, the stigma.
Right.
Yeah.
So apparently Philip does have HIV in one part that was apparently in the longer version of the book, the unabridged version of the book. It says, for Gloria, the AIDS epidemic comes to the fore once again when Philip discloses his HIV status and that it's preventing him from getting medical insurance.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang.
Having
I thought it was
HIV
alluding
prevention.
to. I just thought that was alluded to because I mean, like I said, I ain't never had shingles before, and I never came into contact with somebody who had shingles, so I did not know how serious shingles may have
Uh-huh.
been or is. But
Yeah.
I just felt like I don't know. I don't think I just felt like she wouldn't have been alluding to that, like how bad he needed it, money
Oh.
in the end. But then yeah, I don't know what the what it looks like to heal from shingles. So I mean, I really didn't know.
Yeah.
But it does say
All I know is that it's really painful. So I could see how someone would be like out of work for that. So it kind of just makes sense to me. Um,
Yeah.
to be like bedridden or something like that because of it. So, but I get that also is like kind of could be like a red herring that someone would just use to make it more palatable for somebody in the beginning to be like, oh, I have this, and like that's more palatable than being like I have HIV.
Right. And probably more so at the time because of how big and bad the diagnosis was during
Yeah.
that time.
mm-hmm.
It probably was easier. And I don't know, maybe it's because I didn't really watch the movie like that.
It's not in the movie.
So I have no other background, no other reference. But probably more so at that time, it would have been like, oh, yeah, he got it, y'all, because of
Mm-hmm.
how like people kind of handled it in the media.
It
Yeah.
wasn't in the movie.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't. Yeah.
well, I wouldn't have known
Yeah,
either.
they didn't address that in the movie.
I feel like she didn't talk about that with him because she also mentioned, I'm pretty sure she mentioned like how fast time went by when she was reminiscing, and I feel like that's a lot of time the case for like single moms or just like sole provider of a child. You don't realize where you are at that time. Like you still thinking that this kid is 5 now, they're 15. So I feel like she didn't do it on purpose, but when you're the sole provider
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta work, you gotta provide, you gotta do this and that, you don't really think
Mm-hmm.
about talking to your kid about that if they don't bring it up to you. Not saying that's
Right.
okay, but I feel like that's probably the
Yeah.
case most of the time.
Yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
she wasn't thinking about him going out and
Yeah.
doing because
It's
he's
like
still my
we there
baby.
already. Like what's
Right.
going on?
But yeah, because
Yeah.
it's just like you're saying, just a couple weeks ago he was a kid. Now he's about to graduate and go to college,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't have. So I feel like she was just caught in the whirlwind of
In the
a
routine
lot of.
of things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see
Mm-hmm.
that. I can see that with
That's
just
I
understandable.
parents in
did.
general. Honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I feel like that and I only teach. I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
your voice be When this happened? I thought you was in 7th grade still.
I be thinking that I just go home and play my game.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, I thought I didn't think it was intentional, but I could see her having like the whole. I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of trauma from her getting pregnant and all of that because she liked a boy that didn't like her like that, I guess, and she spent time with him when it was serious for her, but it wasn't for him. And then when she got the courage to tell him, he was already engaged to somebody else. And so I'm like, I don't know if in the abridged version if they answered the question if the dad knows that he has a son. I don't know because they never explicitly said him ever like come in to spend time, or like he didn't really address his father in the abridged version. So I don't know how that may have played out because she, like I said, she said when she got the courage to tell him the the daddy was engaged. So I don't know if she withheld the information or not.
The summary that I read, that seemed to be the book, but it kind of like said that it played out kind of similarly to the movie. But I don't know if they are meshing the movie with the book. I don't know, because it's kind of like following the same like plot points as the movie of like him knowing his dad and like the dad being like a central plot point of like Gloria's story. But that was like nothing was said about that in the abridged version. So I don't know if it is meshing with the movie or not, but from the summary that I read, they did say that he does know that he has a son, and the son does know his dad eventually.
Isn't the dad gay in the movie?
Okay. Yeah. That's the whole thing, because Gloria wants the daddy still, or still has like affection for the dad.
Right.
But she then finds out that he's gay, and the son found out that his daddy gay, and that's the whole thing too.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting that she talks to her for her dad to end up, I mean, his dad to end up being gay, because, I didn't watch it. And then she has a hairdresser that's also gay. She talks to her son about AIDS. Her hairdresser also ends up getting HIV, AIDS, whatever the case may be. I think that's interesting the way that she both had together, those themes together.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. Kind of a tad problematic, but I get it for the time.
Yeah. People scared.
It's like so on the nose.
Like, it was a crazy thing.
If anything, I feel like they should have been worried about Russell. But
Hello?
Oh, and we didn't talk about real quick before we get into least and favorite characters. We didn't talk about Mr. Crackhead.
Troy.
I mean, his name was Troy. Yeah, Troy. We didn't talk about him.
Get into it later.
Because what do you take me from my home to take me to somebody else's home so I can watch you do crack?
Because he was
that was acceptable.
You couldn't do that before you came over. Like, I didn't need to know this. I'm a lady.
Right.
He didn't care about that. He was speaking at the time. And then she's talking about she not trying to do nothing. Yeah, he was like, I'm trying to get high. I'm trying to get a high off you or off that rock. So you say you're not gonna do it?
That rock.
Let's go.
He said, so let me show you why. Let me introduce you to some of my friends. So he said he has to get some dopamine somewhere.
That's crazy. I just want everyone to imagine right now in your mind going on a date. And a man taking you to a crack house. An active crack house.
And when she said they was passing the redacted around, I said, oh. Okay. Wow.
I use the bathroom, actually.
I don't want to blow this crack house off the map.
It would have went up so fast.
Literally, they wouldn't even know. They would be up thinking like, man, I'm so hot. Oh yeah, you high, all right.
It's so heinous, and it's like after that, I don't accept it, but I understand how she can leave that interaction and be like, "Let me get back to Russell."
Yeah. Go to the bums you know
Yeah.
Go back to Russell
that
is
you used
insane.
to. Going back to Russell is insane.
But that was
And it was insane because he definitely treated her like boo boo.
because wasn't it okay? So wasn't they supposed to be going to like his family's house? Were they on their way to the family's house
Boy,
with Troy?
no,
Was that the
No,
no,
next
that was
day or
no.
something?
That was him trying to be like, no, wait, you said we're gonna get to know each other. Like, I'm gonna bring you over to my house and meet my family. We having a barbecue
Right.
because she was like basically done. And she had said that she wanted to
okay.
get to know him. And she was like, I don't talk to nobody who do drugs. And he was like, no, I just told my mama that you was gonna meet her
Okay,
and blah
okay.
blah blah. Don't leave. Like, I promise I don't need the drugs. So I think that was more so
Just
like,
what an
oh
addict
no,
was
I'm
saying.
yeah, right. Like, oh no, don't leave yet. Like, I promise you, I have my everything together. Like, I thought I was gonna you was gonna meet my mama. Didn't you say you want to meet my family?
Crazy, insane.
Crazy, spooky, hilarious. What he said?
Watcher.
What did Kendrick say?
Crazy. Oh, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Crazy, scary, spooky,
Scary,
hilarious.
spooky,
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Troy.
And for him to call her and be like, "What you mean you're not coming?" What am I supposed to tell my mama? She said,
You could tell her
"Whatever
I
you
don't
you
give
want
having
to
a
tell
wine.
her."
or like thinking you're about to go to somebody's house and they bring you to a crack house. Heinous.
Tell your mama you're addicted.
right.
He said he
You got
not.
Have a
He said
wild
he said,
Right.
"Would somebody addicted look this good?
Yes.
this
How can
has
I
to
stay so fit?"
For
this
now.
has to be a wake up call. This has to be a wake up call because it's not. You should be
How can I
ashamed.
stay so fit? I'm too fine to be a crack addict.
He
That
said
don't
I'm a
make no
A
sense.
coach.
crackhead.
You think I'd be addicted and a coach? Yes.
well,
These
he said
guys,
As
is this
if,
camera?
you
Is
know
this
how many
camera
coaches
on
are
me?
crackheads?
Oh, hard time, people.
Do you know how often this happens?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
He twisted in the head.
crazy.
Let's move on to favorite characters outside of the core four.
Okay,
Y'all can go first because I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was a very like centralized
Troy.
story.
Girl.
I like Michael.
Troy, is that your final answer?
Who you said? Michael? Mike?
Oh, this is least favorite?
His favorite.
His
No,
favorite.
favorite.
She likes Mike because he's little.
No, not because he's little. Because he's caring.
He was caring. He
He
did buy
loved
her
it.
everything
He
she
loved
wanted.
her.
He's
He loved
caring.
her.
He's carrying
He
what?
really
was-
he loved you.
Why me?
No, I like what's his name? Gloria's love interest. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he was
Marvin.
nice. Yeah, Marvin was nice.
Yeah, I like Marvin.
Yeah, I like Marvin too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
He
I
was like
like
the
James, but I just can't get like I'm sick. Don't cheat on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't like
Like you
that.
couldn't wait 2 more months.
Right. I don't like that. Don't start making no connection with somebody else and I'm bated
Some-
breath in the bed.
some people do have like, whenever they are dying, they do have an agreement with their partners about stuff like that. So,
I wouldn't.
I
I
didn't
don't
see
know.
it.
But what I'm privy to, you ain't tell me that. So
And then men lie. So yeah, we
They
talked
do-
about
they
does
do
she
lie.
want me to have. No, I want to see her.
I want to see
Yeah,
her
yeah.
I don't even
grave
want to see
site.
her. I don't want to see
show
her.
it to me.
I don't want to see. Excuse me.
I want to see her grave site because I don't believe she's dying.
That's real.
Yeah.
Men lie.
Show
They
it to
do.
me.
They do lie about stuff that crazily. They do.
They will.
They will. They have.
Whole
They
time his wife
are.
is at home waiting on him to come home with a home cooked meal. Hey babe, how was your work trip? I love you. And he talking about he in love with Bernadine. So I don't
You get home.
know. So
You get home. She
He
doing
in love with
side.
Bernadine. Now he's telling her, "I gave you 11 years."
exactly.
Yeah,
And
she
he's
doing.
leaving her for Bernadine. Like
She doing taboo when you get home.
crazy, waiting on you to come home. Like that's crazy.
You don't even know
So-
that he put her on the deathbed.
So if it's true, if it's true,
do that.
then James
Oh
is
my-
okay. But if it's not true, I still don't like it. But I don't hate him. He not Russell.
I don't hate him.
Yeah.
I think Marvin.
It does rub me wrong. It does.
So yeah, I'll just have to say Marvin as well.
Yeah, let's all say Marvin. Marvin.
Good.
Frank.
Okay, well, least favorite characters.
Russell, Troy,
John. I think
Oh,
John is my
John.
least favorite.
What's his name? Miles.
John.
What's his name? Miles and Soul Food. Oh, Bernadine man.
Yeah, I think his name was
I
Miles.
don't know what his name was.
That's what I was gonna say, Miles, but
Kim.
Bernie's man.
John.
John. That's what I said.
John.
John is, I think it's between John and Russell for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Russell
it
was
gotta
very-
be John.
Both of these men
Just
were very-
because John pretended to have virtue. John pretended to have morals. John pulled the what is it?
Pull
The
the
wool
wool
help
over
me
their
out.
eyes.
Wool over the eyes. Russell was bad from the start.
Yeah,
True.
he was saying what was
Russell
going
was
on,
himself.
and Robin was just like, I can't see that sign because I can't read.
Yeah.
John left his kids for dead for the
Literally.
young hot, secretary.
Which-
And his vows and everything. I mean, most of them left their vows, but his was more like he tricked them.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And then the poor kids,
It's
and then for the girl to be like, yes, now I'm about to go tell my friend because now both our parents divorced.
That's
That's
crazy.
when she lit that cigarette.
She said these doggone kids.
that is why she let that
Like
cigarette.
she was in Twilight Zone. Like, what is going on?
That was the last straw for
can't
her.
do this. I
Right.
can't deal with this.
Yay, I'm gonna tell so and so my parents get divorced too. This is my life.
That's your daddy. You don't care.
She don't give a F.
I'm your mama. You don't care.
She don't. She wanted to have somebody coming with her friend. Don't sound like he was there anyway, so.
Yeah.
Was your lover in your secret?
All right.
Working every day.
Crazy.
Okay, let's do favorite scene next.
I think my favorite scene when she sold that stuff.
Period. There you go.
You know?
No, my favorite
she
scene when
said-
she slapped that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite quote is when she said, "Let him start from scratch." I like that.
LOL.
I did like that. Next one was whenever she met Marvin, and Marvin said, "I don't care what it is that you need. Ask me." That's okay.
With Gloria.
Yeah.
And
something like that.
when also with Savannah when Kenneth called her was like you meet me at the wherever Palm Springs or whatever he said, and she said no, and he said why not, and she said I don't want to.
Yeah, and she was like, what she said, God dog it, but she was basically like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Don't talk anymore.
She said go F yourself. That's not what she said.
She said go up there with your wife like y'all had planned.
Your wife. Remember
Leave
your
me
wife.
alone.
Remember your wife.
Yeah.
You gotta remind a man about his own wife. Like, oh my. Let me ever be married and find that
It's
out.
really crazy. It's insane.
Y'all gonna see me at the mugshot with a smile on my face. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, I don't know what my favorite scene was. I guess maybe whenever she, like me said, whenever she saw the stuff. I can't really like. It was just a lot of. It was a lot of irritation and a lot of like,
Mm-hmm.
why? So I just, it's really hard to think of like a
A
good,
favorite.
favorite scene. I can't tell you one of my least favorite scenes, but if everyone has finished their favorite scene.
Oh, I will say I like when she was like when Gloria was like, oh yeah, I just got some collard greens, cornbread, sweet
Oh yeah,
potatoes,
no,
and mac and cheese, and
actually
chicken. Just
actually
So
that because
why I
really
didn't
expect it to be like
hear
the
that with Medea. Why I didn't hear that, y'all?
You didn't hear that?
Literally, let me tell you what I heard. Well, if you cooked all that, I heard exactly after she said it.
Oh, you didn't hear what
I
he
don't know what I was
said?
thinking about,
What she
and it just dawned on me that that's what she was saying. That was the scene that you just said right there because she was talking to Marvin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
that
funny.
side note
I
that
love that.
is the parody scene that TP did.
That's so funny.
One of the best drag moments of his.
Yeah,
And
I would agree.
I love that
It was
scene. I love
it
that
was
clip.
him walking away, and he
Right.
I
walked
love
away
that clip
giggling.
genuinely from my heart.
I was just wondering if you'd like to have dinner with us. It's just leftovers. Ham hocks, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, barbecue chicken, barbecue ribs, little potato salad, fried chitterlings, and a fruit slice of ham, mashed potatoes. I said, no, we got mashed potatoes too, a little gravy scattered, smothered, and covered.
I'm real busy tonight. I'm sorry. Maybe some other time.
Oh, okay. I ain't got no business eating no way big as I am.
My wife was a big woman.
Ooh, excuse me. What you say?
I like a woman with a little meat on her bone. But that's a lot of meat.
Well, Marvin, I'll let you get back to work.
Okay.
Okay. I hope you're not watching me walk away.
I gotta look that back up. That was funny.
That was funny. Dang, I should
But
have put that
yeah,
in the video.
I will say, I will
You
agree
should
that's
have.
my favorite scene of the book
Huh?
as well.
What you said?
I'll say I will agree that's my favorite scene of the book as well.
Yeah, hear you.
That was
All
funny.
right. Least favorite scenes. The rest of the book.
Got a couple. Got a couple of them.
This is my least favorite scene. And again, I wholeheartedly believe when a woman does with her body, she does with her body. Period.
Well, I
Okay?
knew you was going. I already knew where you was going. Go ahead. I already knew.
Dude, think it's like especially heinous for Robert to come to the conclusion of keeping that baby at the end. We're gonna keep Russell's baby.
At
I just want to know why. I don't understand. I don't understand why are we if we have the option, I don't personally understand the choosing the option to keep in contact with this man that is especially egregious and heinous.
she said she wouldn't keep in contact with him.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
She said, I don't care if he wants something to do with this baby or not. This is my baby, and move forward.
And that's very valid and that's very fair. However, because he is heinous, it is not unlikely for men like that to try to take you to court over kids just because they want to stay in your lives and terrorize you.
That's true.
So I was just like, whenever I read that, I was like, what? Why would we
Yeah.
do this?
I feel like
It just
Um,
made
but yeah,
it just makes it seem like the small growth that they were hinting at toward the end, that it didn't actually happen,
hmm
because it was like it was so close to her still going back and forth and back and forth. And then she's like, it's I mean, I guess I can't say that, but I don't know, it just made whatever growth that they were trying to give her, it just,
felt a little short.
it just didn't work the same. It just made it seem like she didn't, she backslid again.
yeah. I think
And I
I
get it.
think
She didn't ask to be in that position. And I know people have different morals around,
hmm
children and having kids or whatever the case may be. But I just hate that she was able to end the book rid of him.
Yeah,
she had a
and
baby
she
at the
didn't.
end of the movie too. Or she was pregnant at the end of the movie too. But I think they were trying to lean more on the fact that she was talking about how much she wanted to have a kid, and how she wanted to have a kid more than she really wanted a man. And I think that's
Hmm.
probably a lot of the motivation behind her character. She wanted a family, and she was like somebody she could love unconditionally and all that. And I get that. But I also feel like part of the reason why she wanted a kid, which I do see some women do, the reason why she wanted a kid is because she wants somebody who will love her unconditionally, because she's not finding that in her romantic relationships, which I think
Yeah,
I understand and I can empathize with that point. I don't think I think you might need to go talk to the lady, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
it's
that's a healthy way to start to like.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I
I'm
want to
glad you
have this
said that.
baby." Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that was something I wanted to talk about and I forgot.
Hmm.
hmm
Because the way that she was talking, it was unhealthy. It was, yeah, finally, I have somebody who can't leave me, or I will be
Yeah.
their first choice.
Yeah. I'm
That's what it
like,
came off.
"Oh, girl, we might have to read. What's the second part of the Wait and Exhale?
Into
Uh,
happy.
Getting the Happy. Yeah, we might need to read Getting the
Uh-huh.
Happy. That's part 2.
Yeah, I
But
would like to read that.
I didn't know there was a part two.
yeah, that's part
It's
Yeah,
the same
two.
character.
it's a. I feel like she made it like in the 2010s, or it was years after, but yeah,
Yeah,
this a
they supposed
sequel.
to be in their 50s, I
Does
think,
she,
in that one.
Yeah.
does she, okay. Does she have an abridged version for that?
No, I'll see the
No.
full version
Okay.
for that one.
Won't be
But
a nitty and gritty.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I don't know. As far as Robin, I just feel like I agree with what you're saying. Like, I feel like it was kind of like I understand how she got there. It makes sense how she got there, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, like, again, I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do. But
hmm
I'm like, Russell, it's like you're not sticking it to him. And that's the only
Yeah.
part that I really have a problem with. Like, the
Yeah.
way she was talking sounded like, I don't care what he did, I'm gonna, it's like, no, you're not sticking it to him. You're really sticking it to
Yep.
yourself. Is
Yeah. This he
Other
still
than
has
that,
access.
you want to have a baby, fine. You want to take care of your
Yeah.
baby, fine. The unconditional love part, and somebody who ain't gonna leave me, that, like I said, need to go see the lady about that part. But just wanting to have a baby, sure, but you're not sticking it to him. You're not showing him no lesson. If anything, it's like you kind of leaving the door open for him, and that's where I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope you know what you're
Subconscious.
doing,
That
girl.
is what she's doing. Yeah.
One of my least favorite scenes was that doggone Russell, like, getting the opportunity to
Uh
come
huh.
back and be like,
Yeah.
unhand me, you wench. That part for him, for her to, like, basically, like, whenever he came back and she's explaining in her mind, like, how, yeah, he left her because she's questioning him, and He couldn't do what he wanted to do. He felt trapped. He felt imprisoned being in a relationship with his baby mama. And I'm not gonna do that to him. And then whenever he came inside and she was like, "Where you been?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean for it to sound like I was checking up on him." And then her asking him why he came in so late. And in my mind, it's because he came back from his baby mama house and he went straight into that shower. Right. But then for that scene to go as long as and show us him like dismissing her, disregarding her, and then got a chance to sleep in her house
Still.
and then reject her, reject her, reject her. It's not like he needed to, accept her advances, but he was mistreating her the entire
Right.
time. And you're
Right.
in her house
Like
and
you
you're
could go home.
married.
Oh wait, that's right. You're a homosexual.
Yeah.
You don't
And so
have
it
a
was just the fact
home.
that we had to sit there and watch her or listen to her, like let him show her how he feels about her,
Yeah.
like
Right.
truly.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That
she just
was
was sitting there like
Like you the
taking
default
it. I mean, I
girl.
guess it was like the realization of it for her. I don't know. But that was one of mine. And also with Robin going to that crack house.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
That was a lot. And there's more. I just
Mhm.
can't think of any right now.
The rest of the book.
Yeah, really the rest of the book. I hated how Michael, I guess I can pinpoint this one. I hated how Michael was treated. I don't know.
You got a soft spot for him, don't you?
How, because I
no,
don't like, I would not
I
like
understand.
Michael. It's just the fact that, like, he was the same as her, but she couldn't realize that and,
Mm-hmm.
like, have the decency to be like, this not working out. But
Yeah.
she, I won't say she led him on,
She did.
but, like,
Yeah.
No, she
it was just the fact that he would do anything for her, and she still decided to go back to Russell. You don't
yeah,
have to be with Michael, but
exactly.
he
Yeah,
deserved
that's
that.
definitely
She said, "You
I
still
definitely
calling Fatso? Huh?
it's like
Right. Like
definitely
whenever she responded to his voicemail and she just called
Right.
him fat 100 more times,
that's
I was like,
crazy.
Jesus, you don't have to
Yeah.
respond to him.
You reached out to him. That's the whole thing. That's the craziest thing about it. Like you never had to talk to him because you are the one who sent him a message first. And he came and pursued you because you messaged him.
Yeah.
You already knew who he was or look like or whatever. Or you knew who he was. You was messaging him for whatever reason and
Mhm.
congratulating him for something, I think. And then you go to his office, you see that you're not attracted to him, and then you keep talking to him, you invite him
Yeah.
to your house, you F him, and then you're like, "Ugh, this fat man won't leave me alone."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just needed a punching bag. She needed somebody to treat like how she was being treated. She needed somebody to feel superior than. And that was
That's
Michael.
exactly what he was. Yeah. And it's sad.
It is sad.
Because again,
Justice for Michael.
it's not saying that she should have felt like she was obligated to stay with him. Absolutely not.
Right.
However,
Absolutely not.
but
It's all could
again
have been avoided.
to pursue him and then treat him this crazily,
Like she
to
the
think
man
that
in the
like
situation.
actively think about him this crazily, but still like lead him on for months and months, um, is really insane.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Um, I don't know if I actually have a least favorite scene. Um, I don't know. I guess the things that we've said already, because all of those things really piss me off.
Mhm.
I don't know. Let me think. Gloria, she didn't really have nothing that really. Savannah, yeah. I don't think I mean, I was just generally displeased with the men in the book. So
Literally.
Yeah,
that's that.
like we should read another. We should read Get Into Happy, but also just other Terry McMillan books because I feel like. But I also feel like that is consistent of other Terry McMillan books
Stella.
to be
Terry.
these
The-
written books. I would love to read How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
You can read
Okay.
Stella. One day. Go read Stella. Stella.
Lovely.
As long as you never read The Disappearing
drama,
Act.
Lovely Scandal.
Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do what?
The Disappearing Act. I couldn't even watch the movie.
You know,
That's just.
and I
watched it.
I don't want to do that.
Is that the one with
I couldn't finish it.
I don't want
With
to.
Savannah
and Wesley Snipes?
and
Yeah.
yes.
Oh girl.
Yeah,
Oh
that.
girl.
I can't.
We'll
It
be
got
on
to
here
a
for
point.
5
and I said,
hours
you know what?
cussing people out.
I don't care how this ends.
There's
There's not enough that's going to happen that's going to satisfy me at the end.
Yeah, it's gonna pass the threshold of like, you know, just like.
Is there an abridged version? We can read that one. Let me see.
Can I get the heinous actions in under 3 hours?
They have an abridged version. It's only 2 hours and 46 minutes. Y'all trying to read it?
The same as this one.
Let's do it, y'all. Let's do it.
The Disappearing Act?
Yeah.
That's what. Oh my gosh, I have to like. I gotta prep.
Anybody else have any more least favorite scenes they want to get off their chest?
Yeah, when Gloria caught her son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know how I'll ever deal with something like that. I hope I never have
wouldn't.
to ever.
I hope to never
Literally, I'm checking out.
in my life.
Congratulations, son. You did it, Timmy. You did it. That's a
You
disappearing
killed
act.
me.
That's it. Okay, let's give the book a rating.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm going to give the book I'm going to give it a 3.5. See?
I'll give it a 3.8.
Me?
Give it 3.8 too.
Dang, I was going to say 3.8 too. Now y'all make me feel bad. All right, yeah. Don't
I give it 3.5.
All right. So the Black Lady Media Club rating is a 3.65 for what's the name of this book? Waiting to Exhale by Terry McMillan.
Yay. All right, Terry.
Good job, girl. We'll see you again soon in the Disappearing Act. And
it's gonna be 3 of y'all on here.
It's just gonna be me. Everybody bow down.
Okay, we're back.
All right. Anyways, that was our review of Waiting to Exhale. I hope you all enjoyed it. And let us know how y'all felt about the book and or the review and or the movie in the comments. And yeah, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.